You have to learn how. It's a game from what I'm seeing. It's a
Mm.
game just to converse with somebody. Like I did a FaceTime. They told me don't make the FaceTime longer than 10 or 15 minutes. Otherwise, which was true. Which was true, they'll flake.
Mhm.
Versus in other countries, I meet them in person. There's no need for me to do an extra step of verification after you met me in person. I
Mhm.
can meet them in person, text them. Usually I can go on a date with them the same day.
Wow, in other countries, but in the United States, it's not that way.
No, there's a whole there's an extreme FBI like vetting process you gotta go.
It's an FBI, all right? They want to know. That's super interesting. You know, let me ask you. Do you think it's? And I know you're relatively young.
What's going on, y'all? So I had to respond to this video. This young man is 100% correct. You're gonna see me doing a few videos this week, these next 2 weeks with this guy. He's talking about when he meets women overseas versus women in the U.S. on how the women overseas, while he's out of town, he's able to date these women the same day or the weekend of while he's there, versus the women in America. When you meet them, when you get their numbers, they're wanting to FaceTime you. They're wanting you to send pictures. They'll purposely send you pictures to bait you into you sending pictures. And it's just a waste of time. I find this pretty much the case, even when because I know a lot of y'all traveling overseas is maybe a couple steps away from where you are. So even if I told you guys to go to Vegas or even New York, I would say that everybody's base level needs to be Las Vegas. That's where everybody should go. If you're new, or if you're not well prepped when it comes to meeting women, I would say Vegas. Starting off at pool parties, some of the social events during the day, not the night events, the day. And I'm gonna be showing you guys footage of me at some of these events. A lot of times, man, like what the guy said, I meet women and I meet them and I go out with them the same night. I meet them and I go out with them the next day. But for some reason, when I'm back home, yeah, it's what he said. Like, these women will play these little texting games. They'll want to FaceTime you. I don't FaceTime at all. I don't FaceTime if you're not my woman or like a relative, and I just don't FaceTime. And I feel like it's pointless. There's no reason for us to be doing that. A lot of times, guys, when I meet women out of town, it's really effortless. For some reason, I don't know if it's because when you're in a tourist city that gets a lot of tourists, you're around a lot of people that are there traveling. And a place like Vegas, the world comes to Vegas, meaning it's going to be people there from all over the country, all over the world coming there. So it's not like, technically, it's not like going to New York or LA, San Francisco, somewhere like Houston or Miami. Those places get people from around the world, but it's a little different in Vegas because you're isolated to one strip that's probably 1.5 miles long, okay, and everybody's in a pot together. So it's easier to mingle with people and meet people. So I agree with 100% of what this guy said. This is why I tell people to, if you're not having so much luck in your hometown, travel. I would start off with a place like Vegas before I jump to New York or LA or Miami, because it's a little easier. It's a lot more events that cater. And I'm gonna probably, at the end of my video, I'm gonna show you guys some of the events that I've been to. I've been to day parties where it's 7, 8 females, and they'll see me by myself, and strike up the conversation. I don't say nothing to them. Well, you in our section today. They'll put me in their section. And I'll show you, I'll actually show you this event and this day.